This is Misscraft.
Misscraft. All right. Camera. Zoomed out. Land of Ansera. Mythcraft main hub world. If anybody's played Mythcraft, that's the name of the place. You know it. If you've never played Mythcraft, now you know it. Zoom in. Zoom in on Arendor. Zoom in on a small farm in the middle of a deep woods. We're back to Blood Oak Farm.
Bah.
And we pick up in the morning where the old man, who was a farmhand, whose name was Hargan. Hargan is currently running Renzo through some morning chores. Renzo felt bad. He decided that he would help out with some of the meaner chores because of his little faux pas last night. And he doesn't want to be a bad guy. So Hargan is gleefully making him do some real nasty work. Shoveling manure, running things around, just like it's a hot day. So he's doing the sweaty stuff. And he's a dog, so he's panting already. It's only like an hour into the day, and he's already looking tired. And that's because Ryan's not with us today. So Ryan's going to be doing farm work instead. Renzo's going to be doing farm work instead. Ryan might be. I don't know what he's really up to.
I don't think he's on a farm.
I don't think so either.
It'd be a little late in the day to be on a farm.
It is.
Well, I think that depends on what exactly you're harvesting.
Peyote.
Yeah. So it's early morning for a farm. You guys are about an hour past when work starts, but nobody rushed you guys out of bed because you guys are helping. They want to make sure that you guys who got attacked last night are rested well before you go about investigating what happened here at Blood Oak Farm. The last time you guys discovered that one of the farmhands had gone missing, you'd come here to look into it, and you had been told that the farm is typically very safe because they follow a lot of safety precautions, even though the plants they deal with are dangerous. The farmhand, might have been a little bit reckless, but nobody thought that he would ever, get himself killed. He disappeared, and nobody knows where he went. Anybody else remember anything they learned last time?
They can get an appetite for humanoid.
The Blood Oaks can, yes.
There was something about a necromancing cult.
The scarecrows can move.
The scarecrows are moving, yes.
The scarecrows can move is a thing you learned. The necromantic cult is not a thing you learned, I don't think.
You guys talked about necromancy. She gave you a book on Blood Oaks, and you guys knew stuff about necromancy with a knowledge check, I believe.
It might be something that only Katie discussed with her, something about some necromancers visiting the farm or got chased off of the farm or something.
Because there are things you can do with the blood oak.
Yeah, she had a book given to her by the farmer's wife on blood oak tending and the sort of business behind the blood oaks, what they can be used for. And she pieced together that along with her knowledge on necromancy that they can be used for such things.
Dark magic.
Dark magic, indeed. Oh, they also told you that the one place that nobody was really able to look, I believe, is the northeastern land that's been overgrown and hasn't been farmed in a while. It's like the old farmyard.
Right.
The old farmhouse. They just abandoned it.
Hey guys, crazy idea. Might find some hands over there.
That's where Petey is, correct? Is in the old farmhouse?
No, that one's just in the field. You can see it. Like, it's a good 100 yards away from you.
Okay.
And it's just the largest blood oak.
Okay.
The farmers here explained that one to us.
Right.
Yeah, they just don't go near Petey. But Petey's almost like the mascot of the place. They keep it because it's the biggest blood oak they got.
Yeah. That I remember and know.
It's a good thing to remember that there's a giant version of the dangerous thing that you almost died fighting.
We sure did.
I don't want to fight that thing.
You guys almost died fighting.
Wow, throwing shade. One of the things that I'm going to go ahead and tell Ervin P. Salamanderious is one of the little notes that she got from the book is that they can't walk. Those vines don't move. It's a super important piece of information that you guys didn't quite catch last time. As you guys awaken, you guys fully heal. In Misscraft, when you take a rest, which is to say a full night's rest, you get all of your death points back and all of your health recovers. So you guys are feeling refreshed, feeling good. You come out of your servant sort of shed, not shed, it's more of like a,
Quarters?
yeah, they got like a, it's not the best furnishings because a lot of people tend to move in or out of this place. They don't necessarily stay long when they work the farm. So the ones you guys are in are not that well kept, but it's nice. It's just like your average inn room, probably.
Okay.
Enough to get in a good night's sleep and heal up. You guys wake up and you find that Renzo is already hard at work in the back with the pig farm. Hargan barking orders at him.
Serves him right.
Oink.
All right. You guys wake up. That's the point.
Bah.
Ervin P. Salamanderious sleeps in and is the last to wake up, purely because he was up late making health potion and reading the book.
Did the goat sleep on the roof?
Yeah, I'm going to flip a coin for that.
I was about to say, I cannot know, understand, or relay any information about the goat. His goals are beyond my understanding.
I'm going to go ahead and assume yes.
He's goddamn archaic. He's cryptic.
The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
He's a fucking cryptid, all right.
As I reanimate, I just let out a... and then I walk outside and I go to bum a cigarette.
I didn't know your character was me as a teenager.
You didn't? Listen more closely to when he speaks. Anyways, I think that I had a hard time sleeping because of fucking Bront on the roof.
There may have been hooves on the roof. Yeah.
Right. And like just occasionally bleeding for a long time.
Ah.
But
He has vivid dreams.
I think that I managed to get up earlier than Ervin, but maybe not as early as Zarian, because Zarian turns out sleeps like the dead and had no issues.
Ha.
Ha ha. But I'm up. I don't put on all my kit. I wake up to make sure that Bront is okay. So if I don't see him in the room, with just my, pants and a shirt, I go to the roof to ensure that he's still in one piece, because he is, as some might call, an idiot. And there's a chance he's not.
A buffoon in some circles.
A buffoon.
I'm definitely up there, and somehow I have a mouthful of grass already. That's my breakfast.
Because the roof's made of hay.
Fuck.
Are you up there awake with a mouthful of grass?
Yeah, I'm chewing it.
Okay.
You know, like that rotating chew where they just kind of stare off into space and they're just chewing food? That's what Braun's doing.
Yeah. So I look up there and I go, did you sleep?
Oh. Yeah. I slept. I slept good. I had breakfast. Sun is up. Renzo is working fields. It is good morning. I did not get carried off into the night by the scarecrow.
This is very good. Do get off the roof. And I mean now, please. And then I walk back inside.
And stop eating the roof. Gotta thatch that thing.
The way I'm picturing this is you walk back inside and then you hear what sounds like hooves slipping and a tumbling sound, and I'm just on the ground.
Not on your feet, one assumes.
I think that if you're just leaning into the comedic nature of the scene, when you step back out, he's got his head sticking out of a bucket of water, still chewing his grass.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They bathed him, too.
No, my protective layer.
I assume this is Hargan.
Yeah.
I look over at Hargan, now having got my full kit on, and I go, Ervin has been magically cleaning him this entire time, and he has not gotten any cleaner. So I wouldn't count on any version of baiting to last.
My stench is almost magical, I imagine.
I work with pigs, right? It's better.
I don't think I mentioned this before, but I want to bring it up now. Because when discussed how he stinks, and we were also discussing how, for whatever reason, we have two humanoid animals that decide to really lean into their animalistic traits, which seems strange, but they're doing it. Fuck it. Let them live their life. So a thing that male goats do is they piss all over themselves on purpose
Oh.
so that they stink.
Hell yeah.
That's why goats smell like that.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
They want to stink.
We put those things in petting zoos.
Hell yeah.
And that's why they smell like that.
That's also why there's not as many male goats in petting zoos. You may not notice this as much.
I don't know the difference between a male and female goat. I'm not really checking them out like that.
It's difficult to see because I think most people just think of goats and sheep, when they're young at least, as males are the ones with horns and females are the ones that aren't.
Yeah.
And for sheep, that's true, but that's not true for goats.
Oh.
Almost all goats that you see in a petting zoo are either female or fixed.
What you've told me is that we've all assumed Brant's gender at this point.
Well, if he smells like piss, like that bad, probably a boy.
So there's a lot of boxes we're checking off here.
That's what I'm kind of getting to. So that's the thing that real goats do in real life. I don't know what fantasy goats do. Maybe fantasy goats are different. I don't know what Brant does. And I definitely don't know what satyrs do. But I guess I'm asking because we made jokes about your stink, and you seem to be really leaning into them. Do you pee on yourself, Brant?
I don't know why you need to know these things about your fellow players' characters. It's just...
This is called immersion, Jay. This is what you wanted.
Oh, we're immersed.
You asked me to speak in character mostly, and I need to know.
To specify, we're asking the character, not the player.
No. I'm asking the player so that I can remark on it as the character.
I did force you guys to skip the intro stage, so there's certain things he's got to take care of now.
This is just bookkeeping.
That's fine. Yes, he pees on himself.
Wonderful.
There we go.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. Ervin, you wake up.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning, Ervin.
Hey, little one.
Now that it appears we are all together, I do have some suggestions. Critically, I would mention that it appears this place is more dangerous than maybe you had thought before. So this is worth considering. Beyond that, we have much investigation to do from here. And we will be down our most well-equipped tracker for this.
Yeah, that's a rough one to lose today.
Yes.
Tough. I need him. He promised and I need him.
But how else are we gonna teach him that racism is bad?
Oh, don't worry. Shovel manure will teach him that.
Listen, crime and punishment is something that I understand and though usually actively avoid.
Hargan, squids at you and, gives you a smirk, huh?
I am actively remiss about this situation we find ourselves in. So, this both can be true.
Yeah, all right.
I turn to Ervin. So, do you think you have some leads for us to investigate?
Well, of course. Now, they haven't been able to go check out the old farmhouse. And I also spent some time last night reading through the notes and learned a little bit about how blood oak could be improperly used by nefarious necromancers. Please don't freak out.
I put my hand out.
You see Zarian get visibly uncomfortable at the word necromancer.
Don't freak out. You're okay. Also, I spent some time making a health potion.
This is useful. All right, so it would appear that our best course of option is to make our way to the old farmhouse. But before we go there, we should have a discussion with them as far as means by which to avoid getting ripped to shreds once more. It was not as fun as maybe the verbiage I used sounded.
That seems like a good idea.
Well,
You know they don't move, right?
yeah.
Certainly, but I also know that sometimes being 10 feet away is far enough, but other times it is not. So there may be more details or tools that could be at our disposal.
I think 10 feet away is just fine.
Well, there's blood. Keep them fed. They tend to be sluggish and less likely to try to eat you. That's like we said, we water them. And he, air quotes, water with the pigs. We could set you up with a few cans of a pig's blood, and that'll help you in some cases. I don't have enough for you to water the whole outfield out there, but
How long has it been since they have been watered, as you put it?
Oh, we let that go a long time ago. Now, the good news is that probably most of the plants out there would have died years ago, because unless animals kept them fed by running into them, which is how they survive in the wild, but the sheer number of them, most of them would have died. Maybe a handful would be catching rabbits or the odd fox. So you're not going to run into that many. I was out there not that long ago. They're largely gone. Couple of straggler vines. Keep an eye out for them, and just keep ahead.
Can we bring one of your pigs?
What?
Can we bring one of your pigs?
The whole pig?
Well, why not?
I mean,
I look over at Bront with such a puzzled look on my face. I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to look at him with the most puzzled look.
My eyes just kind of drift apart.
Hargan just seems to be thinking about it. You can't tell if he's trying to think if he can spare a pig or if he thinks what you're asking is dumb, but he appears to be sort of struggling with it.
Bront, are you just upset because you'll be traveling without your pig?
No. Remy will stay from danger. We bring pig as bait.
But they can't move.
Not if I throw the pig at them.
Point of order, the scarecrow did move. Just to talk about that. But
Right.
The scarecrow did move. There might be more scarecrows over there. You use pig, you toss pig out, scarecrow go after pig. We walk in, investigate.
Establishing question. Are these normal-sized pigs?
what do you think normal-sized pig means? Because yes,
300 to 500 pounds.
can be, yeah. It depends on the pig you take, yeah.
Yeah.
You underestimate Braun's strength and stupidity.
I imagine you're walking the pig, but if you insist on carrying it, you may.
Still so puzzled, I look at him and I go, "You cannot control your friend, pig? How do you expect to throw or even keep under some version of guidance a pig that you do not know?"
Hold carrot in front of it.
In the background, Renzo is being knocked over by several pigs. He's trying to feed him and they're attacking him.
I then direct to Renzo, who's attempting to feed them and getting knocked over.
Trust me. I have Remy. I have experience.
Pig experience.
Oof. All right.
Fucking puns. They're back. I'm gonna have to get the pun jar.
Pull the pun jar out.
I won't stop.
I just shake my head, and then I go, whatever you think is within your capabilities.
I sort of look back at Hargrove.
So this is a pig that most likely will not come back.
It could.
I would not count on it.
I have to check with Saban, but we could probably spare a pig. It might come out of your pay.
Is everybody else okay with plan or no?
I'm way more interested in the science and magic behind it than the money.
My idea is just to keep Scarecrow away from us. It hurts.
My interest is far more involving the money than the science. So I would prefer we not be on the hook for the cost of this pig.
Okay, fine. Okay.
That was also everybody's first inclination that Ervin comes from money.
Said like somebody who's never needed to worry about cash.
Okay, we won't get pig this time. I thought it was a good idea. It is okay. Renzo can deal with pigs. We'll go up there. If scarecrows come, I break scarecrows again.
If we have some blood, we could potentially use the blood in the same methodology that you intended to use the pig.
Oh, you mean... Oh, okay.
If the blood doesn't work, we could always come back for the pig.
Hargan is leading a pig and two large sacks of... They stink. They stink of pig's blood. And he hands them to you. They're dripping a little bit. And he's like, you want the pig? Here's the blood. Pig will be 20 SC off somebody's payment if you guys make it out alive. But
we will stick with the blood for now. Thank you.
How big a sacks of blood are these?
Why is it sacks of blood?
They got like wine skin, like water skin, wine skin. You carry them around and they hook them up to like a little spigot. It's like a spray thing.
Gravity.
Okay, I'm thinking like a potato sack.
Are these coming with the spray thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Like bagged wine.
I do appreciate your idea, though, Bron. Good thinking.
Oh, Brunt was complimented. Oh,
I take one of the blood sacks.
this is good day for Brunt.
And then I look over at the rest of you and I go, who would be best to operate this simple machine?
Simple machine. Brunt is simple.
And then I look down at Ervin for their point of view.
I think it'll be a bit heavy for me, Chief.
And then I look back at Bront and I go, Bront is simple. And I hand him the other blood bag.
And I just kind of hoit that thing over my shoulder.
And then I proceed to show him how to use the little spigot. And I go, this is how we will limit the use of our blood, only when necessary.
Okay. Brunt understands.
Now, like I said, it takes a substantial amount of blood to typically make them happy and well fed. You got to kind of wet the ground substantially. Imagine, if you would, that it killed a small creature. So those bags, probably about half a bag per decent-sized plant. So like the plants out front, we take about half a bag to calm down.
Yeah, so a decent-sized creature, so about maybe 3 squirrels worth of blood. Okay.
So, to be clear, you have given us enough to properly placate 4 plants.
I mean, yeah, I could get you more. So, pigs died for it. Don't want to waste it.
Sure. If this, based upon your previous experience checking upon the land there, do you think there are many more than 4 alive?
Oh, yeah, there's way more than 4 alive, but I just don't expect that you'll need to you can move around most of them. That's for an emergency, if you got to go somewhere and you can't get past it, then use that.
Understood.
Come on, man.
I am attempting to build a picture of the situation. That is all. And I smile, tusks out.
I got work to do. I gotta go make sure this idiot over here is doing it. Oh, he ain't doing it right. Oh, God damn it. And he walks off. Good luck.
Let us hope that farmhouse is not decrepit and falling apart. I would hate for the building to come down on us.
He takes his cigarette away from Zarian on his way by. Takes his cigarette back.
Zarian's just been sitting there.
Yeah, he's been quietly smoking, so he takes it back on his way out.
Every puff out is his sigh that is now becoming trademark very quickly.
Just like me as a teenager.
So, off we go?
Yes, let us go. Keep your wits.
I was hoping for breakfast, but
Saban and Alessa meet you guys as you guys are walking around. They come out and they give you some road food. It's breakfast. It's not gonna not spoil, but it's something you can eat while moving.
Is it a hot meal?
Yeah, like fresh cornbread kind of a thing.
Ooh.
It's like a biscuit.
Yeah, some biscuits, maybe some sausage, something you can eat while moving.
Renzo's losing it over there.
Renzo's enjoying it because I'm sure he also got breakfast.
Renzo probably ate before you guys. He's been up for a while. Did I give you guys healing potions already? Because I was going to give you some.
I made one.
No, I don't believe so.
I don't have any.
You made one. Alessa steps forward, gives you guys some food, and also gives you guys gives you a healing vial each.
Okay.
And she says, this is all that I could get together from our stores, but you guys go ahead and keep, don't get hurt out there. Just see if you can find them, and if you can't find them, it's okay. We still appreciate your help. Take these healing potions, and good luck out there, and this food, and I hope that it's enough for you guys.
Do these have the expiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to attempt to do that until I get tired of it.
Got it.
In Misscraft, ladies and gentlemen, they're truly mean-spirited, the makers of this game, and they gave most of the healing potions expiration dates. So if you don't use them within a week, they no longer work.
That'll be hard to track.
I'm going to go ahead and say that because these are fresh, straight from the farm, so to speak, they last 2 weeks.
Okay. Fresh from the farm, with or without pulp?
Whichever you prefer.
It's got light pulp.
Katie, the same thing for the one you made for yourself.
It's super pulpy.
Super pulpy. I can't believe you guys are chewing on your healing potions. So do we roll out?
I'm rolling out.
Roll out.
Yeah. I would say we roll out.
All right. I've changed maps on you guys.
The scarecrow token.
Yeah. So as Jason has already noticed, we've got a new map up. So you guys travel for about 4 or 5 hours. It gets to be about noon before you make your way to the northeastern old part of the farm. You can tell that this place was a nice location. It's definitely older. It looks like it was maybe built by the previous generations. But either the buildings got out of date, or maybe it just was easier to be closer to the main road to do their business. They moved away from here. And then just over time, it seems that they've seemed to have abandoned it. So a lot of it is weedy, overgrown. The walls that separate the farmland are starting to crumble and fall apart. They're made out of stone with these rickety wooden slatted gates that have basically rotted away at this point. To the north end, you see a couple of buildings that seem to be halfway rotted away. One half of one building seems to have collapsed. And you see a large tree, and over the short stone wall, as Jason already pointed out, You see one of the scarecrows just sitting in the field. It appears to be very old, just a scarecrow.
I don't like the scarecrow.
That is fair.
Scarecrows hurt. Scarecrows also move.
Well, they're not supposed to.
All right, what do you guys do? You'll also notice that I have intentionally fog of ward pieces of the map.
I was going to say, I refreshed my screen because I thought it didn't load right. But all right, we're good.
Nope, that is places that you actually cannot see yet because of the angle at which you are. As you guys move up in real time, I will show you what you see in that location.
Yeah.
All right, then I will move forward towards this house as the resident tank of the party, 20 feet, because that is my movement. I don't know if we're going full combat kind of with this, but I'm moving up.
We don't have to worry about initiative, but if you guys move, let me know if you guys move together or whatever.
Right, okay.
But we'll go ahead and do what Bront's doing. Okay, let me find the fog of war again, because it's been a while.
I apologize if I moved ahead of anybody else's plans.
Ervin P. Salamanderious is no coward. However, after last time, I think I learned a lesson.
I equip my buckler, like I have my buckler on my hand, and I have the spray gun ready in the other hand, right? So I'm buckler in one, spray gun in the other. And I think I'm being very mindful as I move to wherever anytime there's a distance or there's an area that I cannot see something that's 15 to 20 feet away, let's call it 15. I'm making sure that it's 15 feet away, right? So like,
Yeah.
as we walk up this path,
I'll make you fun-sized. It's the same energy.
I'll make you fun-sized energy, for sure. Guns out, shields on, little shields out, just like fucking...
What's the weather like in this area? Are we talking like, is it foggy, like Silent Hill vibes here?
I can only get so erect.
I've wanted to do random weather in a game for a while.
There is a weather table that is built into this game.
There is a weather table, right? Let me find the weather table.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I never used it as much.
I apologize to the party. I just had to ask.
I want to see this weather table. I think it might be fun.
It does not bother me, for my character may die.
Tornado?
If I see a Silent Hill nurse, I'm just saying.
I can only get so wrecked.
God help if there's a pyramid head.
Exactly.
God help her level of erectness is what she's saying.
I wasn't hugged enough as a child.
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
All right, I'm going to do this a little bit weighted. It is a normal clear sky day. I'll have to make a chart because that one's not good. But for now, you lucked out. Clear skies.
Whew, dodged a foggy bullet there.
Dodged a foggy bullet.
I actually rolled blizzard, but you're not in that kind of a place and it's not that kind of a weather. I can't just drop a blizzard on you out of nowhere.
It's fair.
And not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, well, my attitude will change as we go.
He said they're having it a little too easy. Here's a tornado. Fuck.
Here's a tornado. Yeah, so no, it's a clear sky, nice day, no Silent Hill vibes. It's actually other than the fact that it's old and dilapidated, it's kind of pretty out here in the old farm.
For now.
Okay. As I continue walking, making sure to keep a fair amount of distance from anything I can't see. It appears as though there's a wall on this side. Is that correct?
So as you guys move up, you're kind of moving up this pathway, and on your left is a not very tall hedge because you can see over it. You can see into the field next door where you just see a large, looks like a tree. It does not appear to be a blood oak. And then the other side is a stone wall that's about your height. So you can just barely see over it, which is how you guys can see the scarecrow, but you can't see anything that's directly behind the wall. And those walls are kind of identical as you move up. They kind of branch out, and there's like another field that seems to be walled off completely. You can see pieces of that through the rotted out gates.
Okay.
And then that pathway, You can either go into these fields on the right and left, or if you keep going, the pathway branches to the north or into what looks like the old houses.
Am I correct in assuming you're asking whose height? Because I'm only 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Ervin can see so much less than is revealed on this map.
That was my point.
Yes.
Irvin's much shorter than the rest of us, and I'm decently taller than the rest of us.
Yes. Now that I've laid that all out, Ervin, you see none of what they see at this point.
And I see ever so slightly more than everyone else.
You do. You know what?
Braun's gonna kind of peek over at that scarecrow for, out of a paranoia. Is it looking at us? Like, I mean, distinctly looking at us.
Yeah, does he notice the same sort of glint?
Give me an awareness check.
Ooh, awareness? Okay. Okay, sweet -1. Let's go.
There you go, Jeff. I've revealed a little bit more of the field because you're taller.
Wonderful. I'm tall.
That is a 7. Okay, so I got a 6.
A 6. It does not appear to be watching you, bro.
Hell yeah, I feel much better.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
It's not watching you. It's watching a squirrel.
I also petitioned to make a roll to just check that thing out, because one did attack yesterday, and I did fight it off. So,
It sure did. And you sure did.
This is an awareness-based roll.
Yes.
Will you allow perceiving?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Almost specifically would ask if it wasn't for like the nature of the game.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the parlance of how it works.
Yeah. I'm trying to live by the rules,
Didn't roll great. So perceiving is a 13.
I need a sigh for teenage me.
You said a 13?
13.
A 13.
Oh, wait. Maybe I should use investigating. I do that way better for some reason.
Because you're a constable, kind of?
Fuck, I guess.
I'll go ahead and tell you with your 13 perception, it appears to just be a scarecrow, but you do see vines nearby it, similar to the ones that grew into the other scarecrow. Can't tell what type they are at this distance,
Right.
but it's been overgrown by vines. Though I'll say a lot of things are overgrown with vines around here.
Right. But not many of them distinctly blood oak vines?
I just stop metagaming, dude. Come on. You can't put that together. That's crazy.
We've seen enough blood up at this point.
These vines are the most dangerous thing I've encountered
Yes.
on this whole trip. What do you mean?
Like I said, from this distance, you cannot tell what type of vines they are with a 13.
I mean everywhere else.
No, there are plenty of other types of vines. There are actually plenty of other types of vines around. Not everything is blood oak around here. This is just an overgrown. There's some kudzu, some like just straight up wandering Jew, if you want to be problematic about it. Those are the only vines that I can think of off the top of my head.
Ivy?
Ivy? Yeah. Shoot, man. And I thought the biggest danger was going to be the blood oaks. Y'all are going to be itchy.
Of the poison variety? Oh, no.
There's non-poison ivy. It's regular ass ivy.
Not in this world. I read the monster manual. This place is scary.
So, as I've sort of taken point, I'm going to turn and look at everybody. I do not believe that it would be in our best interest to split up. So I would ask of you all, where should we investigate first? It appears that we can see the least of this area with the fencing, and I would not be disclosing the entire truth if I didn't say there is still some concern that that scarecrow could react like the one did yesterday, which of course was unlike a blood oak and yet still a blood oak.
I do not trust it either. But we did come here to look for the farmhand. Yes, I do not think the farmhand is in that field. Otherwise, Scarecrow may have gotten to him.
I would much rather search a house than a field.
Let us make our way to the building then.
Ervin P. Salamanderious is holding very tightly onto his little toad, just because this is not a safe place for him. Just holding onto his toad, and he can't really see shit. So he's just following the big guys around.
Yeah, I think I notice that he's having a hard time seeing, and I reach down and I intentionally position little Ervin in the middle of the triangle of the three of us, and I give him a nod as he's holding his toad, and I say, "This is the position in which we will all stay, so that the one who is the most vulnerable to attacks is the most guarded." And I affirm that to the other two. Like I give them a nod.
To be fair, they are also most vulnerable to my attacks.
This is why you're valuable and should be protected.
Are you sure it's not just because I gave you a second potion?
I am certain it is not for that reason. It is largely because you are the one that is the least annoying of the bunch so far.
I'm just staring off into space as he says that.
Seconded by Zarian, if in the moments where something doesn't arise that make him reminisce for living, those moments are beginning to wear thin.
Instead of responding to that, I look to my friend, the person who's been with me longest, and I go,
Everybody grieves at a different rate. I'm still here for you, buddy.
Thank you for understanding.
He's like, I miss being able to grieve at a different rate. And I'd be like, shut the fuck up. No.
All right. Bront is going to take the helm, and we're going to move up the path. I'm going to just keep moving.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm going to go ahead and guess nothing has changed yet.
Give me a moment to sort of give you, let's see, what angle are you at? Let's see here.
Okay. Not the fastest goat in the world.
So down at the end of the west path, just past the house, you can definitely see what looks to be a blood oak.
Okay, friends.
And then also, at the angle you're at, you can definitely see what looks to be another blood oak growing just underneath the wall in the northern field.
Okay, friends. There are blood oaks on either side, over there and over there. And I'll point in both directions because my eyes are kind of looking that way.
Yeah.
And then I'll just kind of look straight ahead at the little busted up farmhouse.
I'll also say that you guys probably, as you moved up, you probably would have clocked this one as well. There's another one in the same field to the north of it.
Okay.
can I tell if they look living or dead? Would I have an idea of what a dead one looks like?
Roll me a awareness check.
The only awareness I have is animal handling.
I don't think that's going to apply.
Could I do something similar with survival and nature?
Yes.
Wouldn't it also be technically appraising?
No.
I got a dirty, filthy 20.
A dirty, filthy 20.
Yeah.
Dirty, filthy 20.
Bront, you want to go ahead and do it just for the sake of it?
I got an 11.
Okay. With an 11, you definitely know they are blood oaks. You know that they are likely alive due to their color. And you, even though you know nothing about blood oaks, you did get a very good roll and have pieced together the same because you're a very smart little lizard fate creature.
Well, I mean, mine was a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20, yeah. You don't have the same background of knowledge, but you can figure it out because you're smart.
I read the book. I'm sure there's photographs she's drawn.
I was certainly wrapped up in their vines. I know what an alive blood oak feels like, damn it.
He knows. He's pretty intimate with it.
He was pretty intimate with it.
Truly.
Yeah. Bront, you guys are both pretty sure those are living blood oaks.
Okay, stay away from those. They might be alive.
With your rolls, I'm going to go ahead and say that now that you see them, you also notice, because you've never seen them before, but between those two rolls, you see that, like, the hedge, when you take a good look at it, new plants have taken over, but you can see dead vines that you are guessing are old blood oaks that, like, rotted, that withered away. And that's what, like, the dead ones look like. They look to turn, like, shriveled and black, kind of like the vines themselves look like freeze dried arteries.
Okay.
Like they've literally turned into just shriveled up
Yeah.
like veins.
I'm scooping what you're pooping.
He's scooping what you're pooping.
I've never heard that, and I wish I hadn't. But thank you anyway.
I've known him for years, and it's not the first time I've heard it. So there's that.
He's scooping it. That's all I know. All right, yeah. I would say that we continue to sort of inch our way towards this building, being mindful, being careful between me and Bront, and then when I've kind of been keeping an eye on how this thing works, I assume it can spray at decent distance. What's the range on my little blood spray pack?
I think it would be probably ineffective if it didn't have at least a 20-foot spray.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I think I'm gonna creep in our little triangle formation, and then I'm gonna take a little point to be within 20 feet.
To keep it interesting, I'm going to amend that a little bit. It has a standard 10-foot spray and can shoot further based on a strength check because it's all about how hard you pump that little spray bottle.
Sure.
Oh, dude.
Is it like a pump, 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 or like a bah?
It's about your grip strength.
Okay.
You gotta put some grunts into it.
I hope you jerk it regularly. You got to keep that strength up.
You just got to squeeze the bag under your armpit.
Well, then it's a good thing the two people who are strongest have them.
Yep.
And Ervin P. Salamanderious thought of that immediately, and that's why he said he wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, I think for every roll above 10, you add another foot to the spray.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move forward and try to spray this one and move into position to spray this one that's in front of this building. Go ahead and let me know what else I see when I get there.
Yeah, sure thing.
While he's doing that, I'm moving in position to this little gate-looking thing right here, just so I can watch from kind of a
The
safe
gate
distance.
gives you no new information. All you see, Jockmock, when you get up is that this bush just seems to have planted itself straight in the center of the road. You see underneath it are the skeletons of many a lost rabbit and a squirrel and other woodland creature that messed up and tried to hide under its foliage. And you move up to within 15 feet of it, just shy of 15 feet of it, and you see that it starts to quiver.
Sure. I'm working on being 20
With
feet away from it.
Antissa.
So just to be clear, that's what I'm at.
Patient. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
doing
so
20 feet, you need to
I'm
get
going to amend it because I
20s
forgot
on
the
your
reach is
strength roll.
15 feet. That's where they hit you last time. So it is a standard 15 feet with the same rules. So everything above 10 adds another foot.
So I'm at 20 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make this strength roll.
Sure.
That first one just gets me at flat 10. So
Flat 10. Just a little shy. You do shoot the ground and you see the tendrils kind of trying to drink at it, but it's very ineffective. But it is like trying to it starts reaching for the blood on the ground.
So I sprayed it 4 more times,
Okay.
just in that one spot. Then just quick ones, right? Because I'm not trying not to waste it. Just trying to be like,
I mean, every time you miss, it's a little wasteful. I am keeping track.
yeah, feel free. So 4 more times, and on the 5th one, it makes it. So 5th one is 15, which is enough to hit it.
Yeah. Once you get it, we'll say that you use up half the bag. Some of the second half of the bag has been wasted in the attempt, but you see that once you dial it in, it's easy to get the spray going far enough, and then you start hitting it, and then it just starts soaking up the blood. You watch it get sort of fat and engorged. It doubles in size. For a second, you think you need to step back.
Yeah.
Because when it drinks the blood, it gets all big. And then you see that even though it gets big, you watch the tendrils just sort of go limp and then suck back in. And then it's a plant, so it doesn't look like it has emotions, but I feel like that fucker is proud of himself.
I kind of lean down towards Irving and I say,
I think that plant just sighed.
I wonder where he learned it.
I think that plant needs a smoke.
I will say it is interesting to consider the intelligence of a plant because it as a species is considered obviously non-sapient, and I don't think that it is, but it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to think that perhaps the blood oak feel upset that they are no longer being fed. But maybe that's just the humanitarian in me.
Another insight that Ervin grew up rich.
Let the blood oaks eat cake.
These are more questions than I think worthy of asking about the blood oak.
I disagree, and I hope that one day I can incite you for a love of science.
I will allow you to try.
Can I look around to see if there's a wandering squirrel or rabbit?
This is awareness check again. And remember, when I ask for you for an awareness check, Jason, you say, I have a skill that's an awareness. Can I use it? Like your survival check or whatever. You can say, can I use survival?
Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, because I ask you for checks and you don't always say anything.
Gotcha. Okay. That would be
Get you in the habit of it.
flat 18.
Flat 18. Yeah, no, there's animals. I don't think you're near enough to the tree line necessarily where you're at right now to see squirrels, but you definitely see yourself a rabbit. And what's another animal that would wander? You see some prairie dogs poking their head up.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Noted.
Some gophers.
Was hoping for one closer, but it's okay.
I mean, they're animals and they see you guys. They're keeping their distance. It's not going to be next to you.
But there are animals nearby, so...
There are animals nearby, yeah.
Foot traffic has been less as of late. Okay. Bront, will move closer to this building.
I think I turn back to the sort of two more investigatey of us, and I say, let me and Bront move in first in case there is something that is unforeseen. But this seems like a good place to begin investigating more thoroughly.
Bront is going to move closer to the building, but like away from the big bush.
Jockmark isn't. Jockmark is going to actually ride it pretty close to test to see how placated it is.
Sure.
Because no matter what, Ervin's going to have to get real close to it, so I'd rather it try to attack me if it was going to.
You watch the vines come at you, but like it's not like when they whipped out super fast like an attack. The vines are just sort of going like creeping along the ground. And like even like one of them even goes like along your boot.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't feel like it has its heart in it, but it's still trying to get you. It is a vine, you know. It has a just natural prerogative to head toward food.
Sure.
It's not nearly as aggressive as the ones we dealt with. That is...
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah. After seeing that it seems like it's okay, I look back at Ervin and Zarian and I give him a nod like, we're good.
Ervin takes a step closer.
It attacks
Him!
Him. Stop misgendering.
I didn't say anything. I cut myself off.
I also want to engage in investigation if you will allow me to roll investigating.
Yeah. What is it you're trying to glean?
I'm trying to see personally so that they can choose different things for whatever they're going for. I want to see if there's any traces of movement here.
Okay.
Kind of at all.
Okay.
But definitely with any chance of that being will, right? Like that's the big idea. But if I find some hint that something was happening here that wasn't will, that's okay. But, you know, just like, okay, has anybody been here? Has anything happened?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Hell yeah, dude. Couldn't roll a strength check for shit, but a 22 on that investigation.
Hey, arguably more important. So with a 22, you check out this first building, I'm assuming, the one you're close to?
Yeah.
This seems to be like an old farmhouse, like a barn. And when you go into it, one of the things that you see is that it seems to have been relatively recently cleaned up. There's not a lot of cobwebs. It looks like somebody was doing their best to patch up some of the broken stuff in the farmhouse. You also notice that there is like a stack of scarecrows in the corner. Like somebody was going through and removing them and putting them here.
Bront, if you want to do your role, I know what my role is after, so.
It seems that somebody's been moving throughout this farmhouse in particular so far, but now that you kind of look around, there's a lot of tracks, all the same boots that have been moving around the old farmhouse a lot.
Okay, so there's been movement here recently, and not just a little, a whole bunch.
It's been several weeks
Okay,
since this was happening.
okay, cool.
Your guess with a 22 is it was probably Will.
It would appear that there has been a lot of movement around here within the last several weeks. I would assume it's Will, including with these, as I, pull up the scarecrow. See what this is? There's a bunch of these, sort of way.
Did we ever get a physical description of Will?
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't remember it.
Looks like
I
a
don't
hand.
remember it.
He looks like a man.
Well, that narrows it down.
He's a human man.
He looking like a man. He's a human man.
Let me tell you, if this is a whole bunch of elves and there's one man, whew, we hit the jackpot.
Hey again, tavern goers. Just wanted to say thank you one more time. Once again, you were just listening to Torchlit Tavern. This was Misscraft. Shout out to Brett Eagleston, who wrote our theme. You can get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com or find him on X at BrettEagles. We would also like to give a shout out to Epidemic Sound for additional sound and music. Don't forget to find us on Patreon. You can also find us on Facebook and YouTube and X in theory. But if you do want to get hold of us, you can always email us at torchlittavern@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Links in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to tell good stories.